7:30 in the morning here in the Phoenix Park. The build is almost done for this year's Remembrance Run 5K. The reason this race all started and the catalyst for it all was the passing of Con Houlihan, our great friend Con Houlihan, last year. He was our greatest sports writer ever. And I'm delighted to say that today, here in the Phoenix Park, the first person across the line will get the Con Houlihan Memorial Trophy.
Con would be thrilled, yes. He had a genuine interest and thought that you wouldn't get into too much trouble if you became involved in sporting occasions.
I think, once a year it's important to remember how you got to this place. So yeah, it's a joyous occasion too. You remember the good things.
So we're here at the wall, the Remembrance Wall, and as you can see, the crowds are gathering, people are queuing up to sign the wall. There's names of family, friends, loved ones, people who have been lost but never forgotten over the years. It's a fantastic morning here in Phoenix Park, and we're all delighted to be out together, enjoying it, celebrating life, as well as our loved ones.
My granddad Connor, my uncle William, my uncle Mark, and my granddad Robertson. We just want to show everybody all over the world, or whoever's looking on Facebook, that we're going to remember these special people every day. We might do it for one day, but we'll remember them every day.
And we're running in aid of the charity Felicia. They're a support network for babies that are stillborn and neonatal.
Well, obviously, most of the people who are running here today are running for a reason. They're running because of the loss of a dear friend or a family member or somebody very close to them over the past year. So it's their opportunity really of, I suppose, making a statement as regards their love for that person or their connection with that person. So that's why this is very significant, and I can see the event growing in numbers over the years because of what it means to people.
Well, I'm here today mainly to remember my brother Noel, also my wife Peggy, who died recently in the last 3 years. But it would be a big day in Noel's life if he was alive, but he'd be very thrilled with the day, yeah.
We're doing the run in memory of Moira Fury, who's my wife, who passed away in the last year from pancreatic cancer. So we're raising funds for the pancreatic cancer unit of St. Vincent's Hospital. We go from elites to Zimmer frames,
My father passed away on the 4th of September, so it's a sad time and that, so I really do have somebody to remember today.
I run from my parents, Carmel and Liam Archibald, both passed away in the last few years. guys have been running for Shane Bonner. I'd know Shane just a little bit.
Yeah.
I know a couple of close friends back home that would have passed away as well. So it's nice to come out and have a minute of silence for them and remember them before we do what we love to do.
Shane had been talking to Frank and had arranged a meeting with him before Shane's accident. It's just such a nice gesture Frank has to ask us to come along and has this trophy in memory of Shane.
It's the pace to kill it. Remember Noel Coward's famous words. Yeah, but fantastic event and even bigger than last year. Brilliant, it's getting better and better.
I really enjoyed it, it's a great course.
It was really nice atmosphere. The 1 minute silence at the start really kind of, was really poignant and kind of kicked off the race really nicely. Then we remembered what we were here for.
And a nice start. The minute silence at the start was great. Kind of gets you focused on the job in hand.
The kids love the idea of running for someone, and we've had a few parents who passed away recently in the last few weeks of students as well. So that's been a real kind of a drive to get kids involved. So they're very excited about something like this. It's a great event, 5k, they can walk it, they can jog it, they're doing it together, they don't feel intimidated, so it is a brilliant event for students like this. Donal Walsh was such a young person, young, vibrant person, and I know that the religion teachers in our school have actually done a piece, telling the students about, I suppose the difficulties that Donal faced, and also I suppose in relation to all the media coverage at the moment with suicide and everything, and the link that he made with that.
What a glorious morning, and I just met a lot of Dermot's friends walking around and running around, and it's just such a great, it must feel great, doesn't it?
It's great, it's a great occasion.
Yeah, I always think of Jane McKenna when I run these races, Jane who lost Laura and Lynn, her daughters, and Laura Lynn, the Children's Hospice, and her story is just heartbreaking. There's such a lovely atmosphere of hope and, isn't there, camaraderie and friendship. It's lovely, it's really lovely.
I ran the race for my dad, in memory of my dad, Michael, who died in 2011. Brilliant event, and I hope it goes on and on. I hope it goes on for the next God knows how many years.
Well, myself and my best friend Elaine, we're running for a friend of ours who died when we were just kids at Christmas Eve, Laura, so we wanted to remember that today. But also because we all run together and work, and we're all kind of getting into the running, and we thought it's a great morning in the Phoenix Park to get up and get moving, and real emotional, a really nice day for it, I have to say. It was lovely.
People are running for their own reasons, aren't we, girls? Everybody's running for their own reasons. There's no pressure. It's very relaxed. Everyone goes out and does their own run. There's no problem, and it's very enjoyable. Beautiful morning. What more could you ask for?
And thank you very much to all at Remembrance Run. And to everybody who came here today, well done, guys. Hey! Especially all these fellas. These were the fast ones here at the front.
We had 2,500 people out here this morning, all celebrating their loved ones. And just here behind me now, we have the wall, which has been just filled to capacity. There's not a space left on the wall here. Superb day, and thanks to everybody involved.
So important to kind of remember how lucky we are to be able to come out here today, put one foot in front of the other, no matter how fast anyone is, but just to be able to do it, it's really great.
It's a beautiful morning. Isn't it wonderful to be alive?